Hi, I'm Vance, and welcome to Repair and Replace. The oven door switch has a few different functions depending on the model. The switch is often used in the lighting circuit to turn on the light when the oven door opens. In self-cleaning ovens, the door switch will signal to the control board that it's safe to self-clean. This means a faulty door switch might affect the oven light or prevent self-cleaning. You can see more detailed troubleshooting in the videos linked below. In this episode, I'll show you how to test and replace the door switch. Let's get started. To begin, you might need a screwdriver, a nut driver, pliers, gloves, and a multimeter. As well, if you need a new door switch, you can enter your model number on the AMRE Supply website. This will bring up a parts breakdown with the exact replacement parts listed on the side. Depending on the oven, there are several variations of door switches. In some models, the switch is mounted on the back and is pushed by a small rod. In other models, the switch is built into the lock motor assembly. You can see how to replace this in the video linked below. Most ovens use a front-mounted door switch. This is the version that we're showing here. Always be safe and disconnect the power at the breaker. Since there might be some sharp edges, it's best to wear cut-resistant gloves. Gently pull the range slightly away from the wall. As soon as there's enough room, go in behind and unplug it from the receptacle. Make sure that there isn't too much tension on the cord. Now, slide the range all the way out so you have plenty of room to work. Lifting up the cooktop will be slightly different depending on the model. For conventional stoves, the top will lift up similar to the hood of a car. The support rods will hold the top in place. Now unscrew and remove the plate that sits on top of the insulation. If you have a radiant or glass stovetop, then you'll have to open the oven door and remove the mounting screws. Now lift up and use a piece of wood or a sturdy object to prop it open. To remember where each wire goes, it's best to take a picture for reference. Now disconnect the wires. Use the pliers to press the tabs together. Now push the switch forward and remove it. Using a multimeter, we can test the switch for continuity. A continuity test will determine if there's a continuous path for electricity to flow through. On the switch, you'll likely see a few terminals labeled COM for common, NO as normally open, and NC for normally closed. A normally closed terminal will form a complete circuit at rest. It will stay energized until the switch is pressed and the circuit is opened. A normally open terminal is not energized at rest. It will only complete the circuit when the switch is pressed closed. If the door switch only has two terminals, then it's easy to test. Pressing and releasing the switch should connect and disconnect the circuit. Other switches have three terminals. Test between NO and common, and then test between NC and common. If the switch has four terminals, it will likely have two normally closed and two normally open. In this case, test between both NC terminals then test between both NO terminals. If the switch fails any of these tests, then it will need to be replaced. Align the new switch and push it in until the tabs lock. Now reconnect the wires. Lower the stovetop and tighten any screws. Align the back panel and replace the screws. Now plug in the cord and push the range back into place. Next, reconnect the power. Now you can test your oven. If this still didn't solve your problem, then check out our troubleshooting videos linked in the description below. For more troubleshooting videos on water heaters, furnaces, and appliances, then subscribe to our channel. And if you need help, you can call or visit our AMRE location to talk with our knowledgeable staff. Thanks for watching.